And welcome back to the Misfits of Drakkenheim. I'm Jasper the Disaster, the Dungeon Master, starting to our left, going to our right, and then man on the Discord with boom.
Donovan Von Kessel, the swashbuckler rogue.
Alright, and there we go. That'll work.
Lord Commander Dash.
Alright.
Stalker, Ranger / Rogue.
Felix Harper, your friendly neighborhood abhorrent mind sorcerer.
And Idris Ironwood, the Echo Knight fighter.
Okay, perfect. So, where we were at is we had a meeting about the gates and strategy relying there. And then, do you mind if I shut the door to the laundry room? Okay, cool. And then we go here.
This is the production value people come to this show for.
Right. Exactly.
All the real life snippets.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. No, we had a meeting about the gates. We talked about some strategy there, and then the party decided to go check in on the Eldritch Lily flowers. Eldritch Lily flowers. When they did, they ran into deformed and contaminated Queen Lenore, the former Queen of Drakkenheim. The party made the decision to put her out of her misery and not executed, I just killed her. And that is where we kind of left off. She had lost her mind due to contamination from the haze and from delirium, and that's where we're going to take it from here. So I'll open it. You guys are, so it's just post-combat, so if you've lost any hit points or used any, feats or anything like that, make sure that you don't re-add them until you get a short or long rest, whatever your benefits are, if you drink a potion or something. But yeah, that's where we're at. Does anybody want to say anything, go over anything before you guys, I'm guessing, head back to the garrison to make your report?
How much does a lesser healing do again?
10.
10?
10.
I'm doing one of those.
Okay. Make a lesser healing potion, Dash. And then, anybody else?
I'll wait for rest.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not fine. Somebody stabbed me in the stomach, but I think I'll make it.
Does anybody need some healing? I can definitely.
I'm down a bit, but I'm probably okay-ish.
Bro, you need potions? I got you.
Right.
What you need?
Right. I've got a ton of potions right now, but
If you just have a tiny potion, I don't need a big potion, but
no doubt.
Points you
I just
down
slide you a lesser healing potion.
I've got 3 regular ones.
Lesser's fine. I down that lesser and I thank him kindly for it.
Okay.
I don't need full health on the sorcerer.
That means you're gonna die in our next combat.
Cool. All right. So you guys, is there anything you guys want to talk about the Eldritch Lilies? Are there any observations you want to make, or things you want to go over, anything like that?
I was studying the notes that led to on these things with the druid, right, Woody?
Yes.
Could I just do, I guess, an Arcana check on it to see? Would that be Arcana or?
Sure.
I want to know what I want to see if I'm trying to compare what I know about these things in the notes versus what I'm seeing in real life, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Is there any way I can help him?
I rolled pretty
from a
well.
medicinal standpoint, right? Making other observations from a more medical standpoint on these flowers.
I mean, you could make a medicine check.
Essentially.
Yeah, you could make a medicine check by looking at these flowers, but I don't know, if he goes to check. Yeah, you can make your own check if you'd like.
I actually rolled a 22, so.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Savage, you don't need my help.
Appreciate it though. Nice attempt. Thank you very much.
Yeah. From looking at the flowers. And from reading the notes, you know to make the aqua expurgo and the aqua solvent that these are definitely contaminated from delirium, but they are crucial. They are the crucial key component, and that these are incredibly valuable and need to be protected.
So I'd like to pull my sleeve up over my hand so I'm not directly touching the flower.
Okay.
And I want to pick it at its root. Like when I pick the flower and like sever the stem, does it seem to like lose any magical property, or does it seem like it's still?
No, it doesn't seem to lose any. You pull it and no, it seems to still.
I turn around and wave it at the party and say, "I think we're here for these."
Anybody else?
So how many of the men were we able to see along the way that went missing? We were able to confirm one of them by their boot. Did we find any evidence of the others?
You haven't. No. So you
Can I
you
do,
saw
like, a
the
perception
one.
check to kind of look around.
You could. Yes.
23.
The queen came from. Let me go here. A doorway here. Let me go pin it. See if I can pin this. There was a doorway that she walked out of here that you can easily see now is open. I would have to make a map on that real quick, but I could probably do that in a couple minutes if you wanted to. I don't have that one ready yet. Well, actually, I might. Hold on. Actually, I do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to see if I can find evidence that all of them perished in their scout mission.
Do you want to go in?
Yeah.
Okay. So, what does the party say? Is it just Dash going in, or?
Are you going in for a quick check, or are we doing some exploring?
I'd be curious as to what the queen's been up to all this time as well.
All right.
I'll go
I
with.
I have the bag of holding, right?
You do.
Do I have a cloth or something I could just wrap some flowers in, like? 'Cause
Sure.
I don't know if we're gonna come back out this way.
I would say amongst your party, it's pretty easy to conceive that you would have a cloth or a blanket
Right.
or a cloak.
I just want to
Love beef.
pick a reasonable amount of flowers. Obviously, I'm not gonna be like I grab 100 flowers or anything. Just
Right.
like a nice handful, a little bouquet.
Add a handful of eldritch lilies to your inventory.
Okay, and
Based on the notes, how many of these flowers were you able to determine is required per potion?
ooh, that's a good question.
When you left off, I remember where we talked last time was you were able to, at first when you looked at these notes it was like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
By going over for that week and comparing diligently with Woody having his research in there as well, you're able to decipher that these are a key component and that they need to be in the potion, but you don't not quite know how to concoct aqua delirium yet.
Okay.
You don't know how to make it, so you wouldn't know. I guess the assumption, if I'm just being you for a moment, would be more is better.
Right. So I get a healthy bouquet of eldritch lilies and wrap it is like entirely in that cloth as I can without crushing the lilies and put that in the bag of holding.
Do you think it would be more beneficial for us to have something to carry them in? Like, are any of these carts, how severely damaged are these carts if I look at them?
They're pretty busted. I mean, this is the first time I'm actually looking at them, and yeah, they look like their axles all are busted off of the frame. Looks like they're all pretty tore up. Somebody has a cloak of useful items, though. Somebody, I don't know who, somebody in this group has a cloak of useful items.
I don't recall
Ever using any of them?
We use the
what
boat.
all was in that anymore.
Look
I
at
think
your.
you sent me something forever ago, and I don't.
Take your time and look through it. It doesn't have to be right now that you have to concoct it, because I just can't get to my phone while we're doing the recording.
I also have the mending cantrip stuff. I don't know what he has in there, but maybe between
Yeah.
whatever he has in his useful things, we could use something to fix one of these carts and carry a larger amount of.
Yeah, if you have magic that'll.
Makes me real good at fixing stuff.
Yeah. If you have a mending spell that will fix the carts, yeah. Yeah.
I do actually, yeah, it's one of my cantrips.
Is it? I guess refresh me on what mending is. Is it metal or does it matter what the material is? I mean, we can make a little. There we go. This spell repairs a single break or tear in an object you touch, such as a broken chain link, two halves of a broken key, a torn cloak, or a leaking wineskin. As long as the break or tear is no larger than 1 foot in any dimension. This might be a stretch on this one, man. The spell
Yeah, yeah. That's why I wanted to see how busted up they were. If they're like completely destroyed.
Do you want me to do a
there's
zoom
pieces
in?
that can be. Yep.
Let me zoom in on them.
I'm zooming in.
Yeah, let me. Those look pretty busted.
I mean,
to
yeah,
me.
the wheels are completely off.
Yeah.
Anybody got a new axle in their wheel of in their cloak of many things?
I think the one thing I
What about
remember.
the immovable rod?
Right. I like the idea though. If you have something that can repair these, then yeah. But and ignore the dead bodies that are there. I didn't realize those were there. Yeah.
In the water.
Yeah, I didn't.
Is there any way that maybe between the 2 carts we could put together a useful cart?
Sure. Is anybody like handy? Like, I guess I don't really know what that would be in the game.
I mean, we also just have a bag of holding, which I assume has a pretty decent amount of space left.
You did put a dead
Yeah,
drudge
I
in
guess so.
there.
Oh, well, we took it out, right?
Yeah, no. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is you're.
So we could put
Yeah.
at least a drudge's worth of flowers in
That's
here
what
if
I'm
we
saying.
wanted to.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
We weigh things by dead
Morbid
people
memory.
now. Yeah.
I thought we were putting the cart together for the bodies.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good point.
That
Right.
is also another real reason to do that.
Again, bag of holding.
We've done it
I don't think
before.
we could put 3 or 4 bodies in there.
Do you have 4 bodies to put in here?
Well,
I only
right
see
now we have
right
one
now.
huge mutated one.
Oh, yeah, we could leave that one alone. We could take heads.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, smaller than a body. We don't
Yeah, this
even-
is all we found.
We don't even really need the bag of holding. We can just make a necklace or something. We're getting off track.
Just take his boot bag and just be like, yeah, this is all we found of him.
He's got a cloak, right? Can we take the cloak?
Sure.
We found the cloak on one of the bodies, right? Like a lantern cloak.
Yeah. I mean, his body was like liquefied, basically. But yeah, you could. I would
I
say
think
that.
at this point, it's so far mutated, it'd be dangerous to even bring back. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
because we don't know what the contamination is from like dead bodies to people, or at least not detail.
I think the sworn oath, the solemn word of the Lord Commander carries enough weight that we don't need proof. What say you, Dish? It's your organization anyway, so. And you're the king, so.
I'm not very religious, so but I know we normally ceremoniously try to burn our dead, but given the fact that these are so heavily contaminated now, at least based on this body, I would like to see if I can confirm that the others are dead as well. Because if they are still alive somewhere, I'd like to retrieve them. But they've been in the haze for so long that they've got to be contaminated as well. So yeah, I think we'll just.
Idris, would you like to say a few words?
I guess I step closer to the contaminated bodies.
Poke it with a stick.
And I pull out some of my holy water, and I start to speak a prayer and say, though we've lost these two to contamination, the flame will embrace their souls once again and accept and purify them within its holy light. And I kind of do a bit of ritual. I just drizzle some holy water. I mean, we could just burn them now.
In the fields?
Yeah, I definitely don't want to put a fire around here.
I'd say it's good enough for government work.
Also, does
That's
his
what we are,
fireball
right?
do any damage to some of the lilies?
Oh, that's a good point. I did do that.
Yeah, I mean, it would have impacted the area of the radius. Like there was the queen. So there's the queen, her Dydra, or I forget how we keep pronouncing that. Anyway, the
Dryad.
lilies, the Dryad. Thank you. The lilies that were in that area would have been impacted, but there's a lot of lilies here. There's a lot. So you would have plenty to scoop up and come back for if you needed to.
Okay. All right. Well, you want to...
I mean, probably a now that's me interjecting myself. That's not a DM comment. Sorry, go ahead.
So, how did the fire impact the lilies? Just out of curiosity, to destroy them? Do they burn like
Burn
any
them,
other
just
plants?
burn them like a
Okay.
crisp.
Like a normal
Yep.
flower. Okay. Well, we got the
Do y'all want to
lilies.
still check out? Oh, sorry.
I think I was about to say same thing you were gonna say. We got the lilies. Do we want to check out the rest?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay. So
I imagine we spent some time like lily gathering first, and then just head in.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
after.
Don't touch them with your bare digits.
Yeah.
Felix,
No,
Put your
they're
face
good.
into them instead.
roll me a d6.
That's a dose.
That's a 2?
Yes, sir.
You get add a pound of Eldritch Lilies to your inventory.
That's okay. That's fair.
Yeah, you gotta have plenty for mistakes.
Oh yeah, this is dead guy. I'm gonna
1
put
pound
him
of flowers is not too bad. That's
It's a decent
flowers
amount of
are pretty. Yeah.
pretty light. Okay.
Well, at the same time, I can also like if we fill up the bag of holding. I'm a big, strong boy. I can carry a bushel of light flowers. You know what I mean?
What's a bushel of flowers? I wonder. We doing like hay bales of flowers. Square bales.
Yeah,
or
we
round?
just tie a bunch of them together with some rope. You know what I mean?
There we
Like
go.
a bushel.
Gnarly.
As you guys enter in to the building, you walk in. I'm gonna put you in the layer. Go here. I think that's what I want. There we go. Okay. You walk in, and there is an underwater, there's like an underwater, not well, but stream.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like have you seen what I'm talking about? I'm lacking the words today. But have you ever seen where streams run underground?
Cave.
Like in a cave
Yeah, like in a
system.
cave,
river,
exactly.
Yeah.
But it is glowing purple.
Ooh.
So it appears
Do you
to
have a way
be.
safely extract some of this water to study it later? Do you have any vials and then like something that?
I'm gonna say, yeah, I probably wouldn't touch that with your hands.
Yeah.
Even more than the lilies.
I've got mage hand. I did just drink a potion, so I guess I kind of have an empty vial of what used to be a health potion. Could I take? I don't know if I'd have kept that. I probably would have littered it. I'm gonna go back upstairs and grab that. I'm gonna go back upstairs, grab that vial of the lesser health potion that I drank. Come back down here, and I'd like to cast Mage Hand to try to scoop up some of this goop. Can I do that?
Sure.
All right. I scooped some goop.
Scoop some goop. Okay. Add some goop. Add a vial of goop to your inventory.
So like delirium goop. Is there a word for it, or is like
Yeah, I'd say it's
Mysterious liquid.
delirium
Mysterious liquid.
Yeah, it appears to be contaminated
contaminated liquid? I'll
liquid.
go for that.
It's not dissimilar to the Dran River that you guys have crossed. And by the way, there's one thing I did want to talk with you guys about now that comes to mind, because you guys have been going back and forth from Shepherd's Gate to
Shepherds.
To-
I could go for some shepherds. Probably.
Shepherds to Emberwood Village, and to do so you have to cross the Dran River, which means I'm just going to say you guys have been using Styx Ferry.
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause that's the only way you've discovered so far. We've kind of been hopping over that the last
Yeah,
few
we did
sessions.
use the boat
That
from
was
your
on a different boat.
thing.
I was going
Yeah.
to the tavern, if I recall.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Which
So-
hopefully is still there, because I never retrieved it.
Doesn't it only last for so long?
I don't remember.
Can you call if say like you're on the wrong side of the river?
I don't
as
remember
Styx,
where
can
they
you
got
call
Hold on,
him?
guys. Hold on.
I was
Is
just
that-
saying, like, if you're on the wrong side of the river as Styx, can you call him over? Like,
Sure.
you
I would
throw
say you
stuff
could.
at him or- okay,
I would say you could. Yep.
gotcha. Okay.
Go ahead. I just want to make sure we're getting all that. Okay, but as you walk into this layer, you see that there appears to be bedrolls, and people have been living in here. And there are some. Everybody make me a perception check.
So is this below the manor then?
It's directly inside, and then there's it goes down a little bit. So you walk in. When you walk into there, it's there, but then it leads down about 20 feet.
But this isn't how the manor used to be, right? They must have developed it like this over the last decade.
Sure.
Okay.
21 for me.
Okay.
13.
13. Okay.
21.
Oh, thanks.
Blackjack.
All right. 23. Okay. Everyone above 20, you can see there are some incredible, valuable looking items over by those bedrolls, where the queen looks like she's been sleeping with her, and her handmaiden has a bedroll there as well. Felix, with a 13, you can still see.
Right.
That's
I'd say I'm distracted by the goop.
The goop has got
interests
you.
me, Yeah.
Yeah,
The
if you've
gift has
got
got-
any cloth or something you could discard, maybe wipe the vial down and seal it, and then maybe put that in with the flowers.
Yeah. No, I assume I just threw it in with everything else.
That way it doesn't leak and contaminate your bag or anything.
Right.
I'll go check out these valuable looking items.
Okay. Roll me a. Just roll me a straight d20. Just nothing.
nothing?
Just roll me a d20.
Another 14.
Another 14. Okay. Write this down. There is some for a contaminated creature just living underneath here. There are some incredibly valuable items, and you would know this because you knew the queen before. Well, you would have known more of her, like about her, from your father
Mm-hmm.
and mother, because you would have been really small before it fell, before the fall.
I forget. I was.
You would have been like
I
one or
was a
two.
kid.
Yeah. You would have been. If you're only 19 now, you would have been just a baby when the meteor fell.
Not just a baby.
Yeah. So there are some valuable paintings down here, as well as some dresses they're like cut with beautiful silk and other fine garments. There's a mirror down here with gold edging, like a hand mirror that you flip, to look at your hair and stuff. So it's got like gold handle. Queen Lenore was famously known for being somebody with very expensive tastes.
Okay.
So she always wore, like, to balls and stuff, incredibly expensive jewelry, dresses. Always rode around in like the finest cat carriers and stuff like that. All her maidens were always covered in the most expensive stuff as well. Like, this stuff in here is worth a lot of money. Maybe not in Drakkenheim currently is, but you could potentially trade it for lots of money.
Maybe try to make peace with Aldor.
Yeah, I forgot.
Sorry.
About we did screw.
Whenever
well,
we-
I mean, to be fair, we were assaulted by the head of the falling fire. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a decent excuse if ever I've heard one.
So paintings, dresses, a gold mirror. Okay. Just throw all that in the bag of
Yeah,
holding, I
I
guess.
like distractedly hold the bag open like a basketball hoop. Yeah.
Oh, and sorry, this is one last thing I want to mention. There's a small box that is next to what appears to be her big bedroll. If you want to look at that, you can. If not,
There's a box.
it's
Yeah.
like a small box.
Yeah, I'll try to look at it.
And as you poke open, it like shines at you as you crack the box open. Add 6 rubies, some like golf ball sized rubies,
Ooh.
to your inventory. Yeah, they seem to be finely cut, and a necklace of pearls.
Necklace of pearls.
Mm-hmm.
They go 2 C's.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Andrew, for your clerics, do you need gems, or is that only diamonds for spells?
I just kind of like got these powers. I can pretty much bless people and a few
Oh,
other things.
yeah. So you're not up to, like,
Magic is nowhere near required.
revivify and stuff. Yeah, okay.
But hey,
Right.
man, if you're tossing gems around, bud, like,
We might keep one around just in case.
Yeah.
no, definitely.
Worst
As
case
I
scenario,
progress,
it's
I'll be able to
valuable.
do something else.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, I got the list down. So we'll say toss it in the bag of holding or whatever for a rainy day fund.
I like it.
So we're in this big room, and that river goes all the way.
It does. It does. It appears to be that it's kind of over the last 15 years. It's flooded.
Okay. There's no is there space to walk next to it?
It would be quite the tightrope act.
Maybe something we can explore again later.
Like you could try it, but you would have to be like the chance of there being slippery rocks, and then you're falling into contaminated water. So
What about those carts up top? Like just the inner part, set it on the water, see if it'll float, and then we can.
I'm not sure how watertight those look. We could certainly set it on the water and watch it sink, but I mean, we could try.
Maybe
is what
we
I meant
can
to say.
find another way around.
someone has a robe of useful items.
Oh yeah.
Again, I don't have the stats for it.
There
I
was-
don't know
there
where
was-
they are.
I sent them to you. Okay.
Yeah.
Forever ago. I don't
You
know
can look
where.
for it then.
I
There was-
tried. It didn't pop up.
Here you go.
That's
I
alright.
tried
There was